Improving your life with tiny habits, small little things, micro things we can do that have huge impacts in the rest of our day. This is something everybody loves to think about. BJ Fogg wrote an amazing book called Tiny Habits that I believe you should get and read and learn because I love it. But this is just a play on the tiny habits phrase. 3 things to just improve your life. Daily living is an important part and it starts with tiny habits. So what's number 1? Number 1 is, what's the big thing for the day? Now, a tiny habit is just thinking of the one thing that you'll feel accomplished if you get done today. If I got nothing else done, what's the one thing I have to prioritize? This is so important. The more you have on your plate, the bigger this becomes. Sometimes you have so many things on your plate, you have so many things to get done that there's no way you're gonna get to everything in the day that you need to. In fact, that's why the tiny habit of just saying, okay, one thing, what's the one thing today? And it might be one meeting you have. It might be one thing you're going to successfully accomplish. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's just you prioritizing that in your brain. And it can be written down, it can be just up here. For me, I do it up here every single day. As I set my goals and I go through the day, I basically wake up and one of the first things I do is I prioritize, okay, what do I have on my plate today? And will I feel accomplished if I just get this one thing done? And whatever that thing is, I know that by the end of the day, it's gonna feel much, much better to me that I got it done. And that's a really small thing that you could start doing immediately. That does not take a lot of time, energy, effort. It just takes the tiny habit of thinking about it. That's all. The next thing is something that I do way longer than I'm gonna tell you to do, but if we're gonna start with tiny habits, we're gonna start with reading for a minimum of 10 minutes a day. Now, why 10 minutes? You gotta have long enough for you to pause. It needs to be long enough for you to be able to read a good article, a chapter in a book, something. 10 to 15 minutes will get you through most chapters in a book. This is so important because 10 minutes changes your life. And the way I know 10 minutes changes your life is that when I started reading for the first time, I really broke it down by this tiny habit. I said, I'm gonna read for 10 minutes a day. And my 10 minutes usually turned into 15 or 20 minutes. But by starting the habit, I was able to build something that has now become really, really big in my life. I read all the time, incessantly. I read books on a regular basis, I read articles on a regular basis, and it started with the tiny habit of 10 minutes. And one of the books that I started reading that 10 minutes a pop was the 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth by John Maxwell. And I remember reading each chapter, and when I did it that way, it actually gave me time to think about what I had read all day. So it's a tiny habit, but it's a big impact. Why is it a big impact? Because that 10 to 15 minutes could shape your entire day. It could allow you to think differently throughout the day. And I think what it's really doing is building a habit, a foundational support system to a lifelong learning. Learning is living. And when you can start to learn and grow, even at 10 minutes a day, you're gonna have a better life. You're gonna improve your life every single day, 10 minutes at a pop. What a great tiny habit. The last tiny habit is what I call the habit of daily impact. The habit of daily impact is really important to me. It's something I've written about and talked about a lot, and the reason is it's something that gets unnoticed every single day that you're probably already doing, you're just not acknowledging. What is the thing that you're doing that's an act of kindness for somebody else? What have you done today that provided some level of impact to another human in some way? Anything you did. I could tell you that sometimes it's standing at the grocery store, checking out where they still have that human right there next to you, and they're gathering your stuff and they say, how was your day? And you say, it's been great. How about yours? Wow, I really love that shirt. Or, oh man, your nails look great. And you see them light up because they have gone through the day in this mundane fashion where almost everybody ignores them, but you didn't. See, the habit of daily impact is being focused enough on you and your actions just to know that the tiny things you're doing really do matter. and they can matter to someone else. And when they matter to somebody else and you focus on it, it makes you feel great. And if you have actually focused on kindness throughout the day, what you'll realize is this tiny habit, like all the other ones, become a catapult to much more of it happening in your day. What you'll notice is you might have done it once, but now you noticed you had it 10 times over the course of a day. And if you're focusing on just one tiny habit a day of daily impact, of kindness, of helping somebody, it changes your life. It doesn't just change your day. It's immediate. It's unbelievable. And it's something that since I focused on this in my life, you can literally change your attitude. You could change your entire emotion. You could pull yourself up off the ground. Focusing on somebody else is how you do that. And the habit of daily impact is imperative to that. So just to wrap up, tiny habits, 3 things. What are you gonna do? Number 1, you're gonna set the priority or goal for the day. What's the one thing you're gonna feel great about if you do this? That's gonna be key. Number 2 is you're gonna start by reading 10 minutes a day. It's simple. For those of you that are already doing it, you know how great this is. You could skip this step. You're probably already doing it. But if you aren't, then focus on it. And last but not least, the tiny habit of daily impact. Be kind, help others, but remember when you do it. If you're not paying attention to it and you're not focusing on it, you're missing really great opportunities to feel really great about yourself. By the way, you don't have to tell anybody about it. This is not a focus on the daily impact so you could tell the world all the things you did. This is internal. This is for you and you alone. Enjoy these 3 tiny habits and watch your life improve today. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Tell us why this video matters to you and help us get the word out. And if you like videos like this, watch this next.